Hey, you want to learn how to make some good homemade cinnamon rolls from scratch? I promise you, you won't be disappointed. Let's get at it. 3 cups of bread flour in a bowl. We're going to start with our dry ingredients. This is 1/4 cup of sugar. And you need about 3/4 teaspoon of salt. And we're going to give that a good mixing. Get that all incorporated. So for our wet ingredients, you need about 3/4 cup of whole milk. And we need to warm this up to about 110. You don't want to go too much. Just enough to get it warm and activate the yeast when we do put the yeast in. And so now we got 2 1/4 teaspoons of yeast. And this is a active yeast. We're going to add that. We're going to give that a real good mixing. Get that yeast in there good. Now get you an extra, I like to do it at about this point. Get you a bowl. I've got some oil. This is actually olive oil I got in it. Just get it mixed around in your bowl real good. And the reason I like doing that now is once I get my dough made, I'm going to get my dough mixed and knead it a little bit, and then I need somewhere to put it to let it rise. And I put a little olive oil in this Pyrex, and then I'll get my dough in here once it's mixed up and it can rise, won't stick. So we got our mixture with the liquids. We're going to dump in our dry ingredients. And we're going to get this mixed up and make our bread dough for the cinnamon roll. Alright, we're just going to knead our dough. We're going to get it about where we like it, and then we're going to place it in our bowl. Now we're going to cover it up and let it double in size. Alright, let's make the filling. We've got 2/3 cup of brown sugar. Can't go wrong with brown sugar. We got 2 tablespoons of softened butter. Get that in there. Now we got 1.5, let me look at my paper here. We got 1.5 tablespoons of ground cinnamon. And this recipe will be in the cookbook. That's actually what I'm reading off of, is a printout of the page that it's on in the cookbook. And I hope we'll be getting that out shortly for everybody to enjoy and try some of the foods that we cook and enjoy cooking. Now we're just going to give this a good mixing, get it all incorporated, and this is going to be the filling, so it's going to be kind of dry. You want it that way. Those sugars going to melt once you start cooking these cinnamon rolls. Now this is an option you can go with. You don't have to, depending on what you like. You may be allergic to different things and can't use them, so you don't have to. This is just something I like putting in my cinnamon rolls. So I've got a cup of raisin. It's about 1/2 cup actually. I'm calling this thing a cup, but about 1/2 cup of raisins. We was in Louisiana a couple weeks ago. I went and picked me some pecans over there, and I'm gonna put some pecans I cut up. If you call it pecan, don't worry about it. It's gonna taste the same. Now we're gonna get this mixed. And this is going to be our filling for the cinnamon roll. And then next we're going to start working on that old topping. Boy, you got to have that good topping. Alright guys, so our dough is doubled in size. I'm going to get it out. I'm going to lay it over here. And give it a little drop on this flour. Alright, let's get our rolling pin, get a little flour on that. Let's roll this dough out. We're going to get it rolled out. We're going to get our filling in it. and get them beautiful big cinnamon rolls made up. Alright, so I've got my filling. I'm going to get this dumped out on here. Let's get it spread out. Ooh, I wish y'all could smell that. If we had smell-o-vision, we'd take over the world. I ain't lying. They got some good smells in there. Get some of them raisins over there. We y'all over here hiding in this corner. Alright, so we got our filling just like we want it. Let's roll it up. Now, we're going to cut this edge off. Y'all don't cry about it. I promise you I'm going to do something with it. I'm going to cut this edge off. We'll make plans for it. Now we got our cinnamon roll, just like we want it. Now let's get ready to... Alright, so we're going to cut these about 1.25 inches. We're going to get them in our pot. And we're going to let them rise again until they get to the full size we're looking for. Again, I got plans for these. I don't think they're going to go to waste. We'll give them a little gap. We'll leave a little space on them. Don't worry about that wing over there. Look, I'll just roll that back up. Just like that. And they're going to probably double or triple in size. And then we're going to bake them. And oh man, they're going to be so good. Alright guys, so we got our cinnamon rolls. They've risen in the pot. Now we're going to get ready to go ahead and let's get some heat on them, get them cooked. And get a little heat on the top and a little on the bottom. And let these cook. It's going to take about 15-20 minutes. In the meantime, we're going to make the topping. Alright guys, so we're going to make our topping for the cinnamon rolls right here, which will be in the cookbook. We got 4 ounces of cream cheese, soft. You can see this right here. We got 4 tablespoons of butter, melted or soft, either way will work. 1 cup of powdered sugar. Get that in there. And then 1/2 teaspoon of vanilla. That'll be about 1/2 teaspoon. Oh, it is at my house. Now we're going to give this a good mix. And we're going to get this really broke down and liquefied. And boy, when we put this on them hot cinnamon rolls when they come out, ooh, it's going to be some beautiful, beautiful stuff to see. Alright, let's get these cinnamon rolls out here. Let's look at them. Let's see what they look like. Woo. Ain't nothing wrong with that. Alright guys, so here it is. This is the finished product. As always, thank y'all for watching. If you haven't subscribed, please do. Check us out on Instagram, Facebook, TikTok. And thank y'all for watching. And y'all stick around. We'll have more to come.